Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. Today is Friday, November 14th, and the market is red. It looks like we're going to be shorting it down again, and it's going to be a fun one. So here we go. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How is everybody? There's your heat map, nice and red. We'll look at our SPY. We'll go through everything real quick. There's your SPY down, and your Qs are down. Everything is down. Look at that. Oh, man, they're under the 50 there. Big dip. I guess I should have kept them puts, but it's all good. They're down like $7 this morning. That thing would have been huge, but it's all good. Like I said, we'll be putting down some more today, and then we'll see what's going on right there. But let's go and see what our Joe Lee's jumpers are up to right here and see if there is anything even jumping up. Let's take a look and see what's going on with AKAN right there, jumping up yesterday, a little jump up this morning. BCG actually spiked up a little higher than yesterday, and BTOC was spiking up yesterday, but not so much this morning. CDTX, that jumped up. That was a good one. Laptop Travel is probably watching that. And CYPH right there, that cypherpunk, just kind of hanging out this morning. And LAZR right here, Luminar, that one's getting set up. That one's going to be a good one right there. And MLSS is at Milestone Scientific, and that one jumped up yesterday, just kind of hanging out there this morning. NINE, 9 Energy Service, good old 9. That's curling up. That's going to be a pretty good setup in this SGBX. We were looking at Safe and Green Holdings, had run up there yesterday and the day before, just a little pullback there this morning. STEX, that one was running up, and then a big pullback right there. And True Golf, let's see what they're up to. That ran up finally yesterday. Remember, we were looking at that bad boy a couple weeks ago, and it finally moved yesterday. And XPON, that XPON 360 right there, that was jumping up yesterday, even spiked up more today. And there you go with your Joe Lee's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Joe Lee. Greatly appreciate them. Time for some more Q puts. Sam, you're not kidding right there. Meanwhile, Michael Anthony's smoking a cigar. Yeah, he actually, I had to agree with him last night. Let's look at it right there. Crypto, I saw it this morning when I came down, and our Bitcoin is at 95,000. It was at 94. Ethereum's at what, 31 something, and Solana's at 140 right there, 139. Ripple's at 226. And let's see, what's it say? 225. Yep, right there. And Cardano's at 51 cents. So yeah, they're taking a nice beating right there. And I had to agree with Michael Anthony, them coming down to 94 at least. And that's where I could see them at least touching right there. And they go a little lower than this. They might be in major trouble right there. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. And there you go. It's your Bitcoin and crypto definitely dipping down right there. That's for sure. So, wow, that's a pretty good dip down, I must say. There's your Doge up there or down there, and everything just pulling back at the moment. This is stellar right here. And yeah, nothing is looking real good right now. They were trying to get set up there, then all of a sudden they came down really quick right there. So yeah, time for some more Q puts right there, Sam. That's for sure. And let's see what else is going on in this market. Let's go ahead and look at our SPY. Here's our Qs. Like we said, they're down. IWM, that's down as well. What's down even more? Qs are down even more than that. The SPY is down. Yeah, the Qs are down pretty much the most right there. And we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. So let's go ahead. Our Apple right here is down, and most of these are going to be down. Amazon right there, that's dipping down as well. And Google was dipping down. Meta's dipping down. Everything's dipping down, the whole market. And maybe we have an opportunity like we did back in April. That would be really nice, guys. I don't know. Microsoft looks like it kind of has a support there, but they're blasting right through their supports and just keep on going down there. Progressive G, how are you this morning? And let's see what our NVIDIA is doing besides dipping down right there as well. So you do have a lot of dip down, and we are going to be shorting the market down. Tesla taking a beating right there. I mean, they gave Elon his package, and then the next thing you know, that thing just takes a beating. AMC keeps on dipping. GameStop down a little more under its trend line. And Chewy right here is even down. That was trying to get set up, and it's pulling back. Unity dipping down as well. Netflix right here dipping down. That had just recently run up. And MU and all these guys probably should be shorted down. Look at this. TSM, that's down pretty good, down to its trend line. line, and I don't think it's going to hold up. SMCI right there, look at that bad boy. It's in the basement. Maybe they're getting down to the bottoms. AMD hitting a trend line, and QCOM right here. That one's actually up. Well, maybe we'll look at the semiconductors today. They look like they were going to be flying down, and they are down, but they're hitting trend lines. We'll see. I mean, the Qs and everybody went straight down as well. Snow right there, dipping down and hitting its trend line, and looks like it could come right down to the 50. PayPal looks like that one's coming down. Intel right here, INTC. And that is coming down as well. And it looks like it's going to hit that 50 and come down through it. Dell, we've been saying, was coming down. And there you go. That is coming down right there. And IBM dipping down as well. And what about our Palantir? That's taking a really good dip. And let's see what Sophie is up to right here. SOFI, that's probably pulling back this morning. And that's even hitting the trend line right there. Mara and Riot, they're getting crushed right here. And there you go with Riot, Clean Spark as well, and Strategy's not having a good time, under $200 now, and dipping down at 198.99 right there for MicroStrategy, and Robinhood dipping down, Coinbase way down. I was gonna say that didn't even Coinbase. CION looks pretty decent, whatever that is, and is that the opposite? CION. Nah, it's just some asset managing company. Coinbase, I was gonna say, how's that up? But it didn't look good. And there you go. It is down. Bull is down under 9 now. Look at that thing getting imploded right there. And space right here, SPCE, that thing is pulling back as well. DJT not looking so good this morning. And Nike's even down some. McDonald's right here, that's even pulling back a little bit more. And Disney is dipping down some. That was a good one there for you, Luis Rodriguez. And Oxy right here, that bad boy setting up, looking pretty decent. So obviously oil and gas, DXYZ pulling back right there, and ExxonMobil a little bit of pullback. So there you go. And Progressive GTSSI did get destroyed yesterday, and it's down even more. It looks like, we'll see exactly, because it was pulling back big in the after hours. I know that. And you guys were all shorting it down. And yeah, look at that thing down there, just kind of hanging out, but it did get it got destroyed yesterday. And let's see, it's April all over again. It does look like that, doesn't it? And then it'll get rocking and rolling. So here we go, Sam, with our Q puts. That's for sure. We're gonna have them on, and it is down to 600 right there. What was it at? Like 608 or something. So yeah, it's down pretty significantly, I would say, and it is dipping down right there. So we'll be keeping an eye on it to see how far it wants to pull back, but it's not looking pretty, that's for sure. And there you go for your QQQs. And let's see what else is going on here. XLV, what is that up to? XLV markets are rotating to sectors like healthcare, which have not pulled back like tech stocks. And XLV right here, healthcare select right there, and that's an ETF. And yeah, it is up in the top. We'll look and see what UNH is up to. That's a little bit of pullback right there. Oscar still pulling back, so a lot of them not looking great. Your Toyota Motor, though, kind of holding itself up, but it could be pulling back right here. You can see it dipping down. Let's see if it can curl back up, and we'll get a better idea of it. But that is Toyota Motor under the 20. How are you there? KITT right there. And let's see what's going on. And that is Nauticus Robotics, and that's good old Kit. KITT, that's been way down here, beaten down, trying to get out of the basement. That could actually be a little bright spot right there. I'll jot that one down for today, as a matter of fact, right there. And let me take a look and see what's going on. And I always forget who uses the Law RENCHL account right there. You always tell me who it is, and I constantly forget. It always just throws me off, but That is looking good right there for KITT. And let's look and see what VWAV is up to right here. Vision Wave Holdings. There's a couple that somebody had asked me about, and I'll take a quick look. Look at this bad boy up a little bit. What is it? VWAV. And I don't know if it's really going to be popping up there today. Larry, that's who it is. Larry. I always forget it's you, Larry. And PFSA was at Profusa, and it's still trying to hang out here. Remember, I was talking about it the other day. It's not looking bad. Maybe this one will get cruising. It actually ran up a little bit there this morning. It got up to 22.5. So there you go. It did run up there this morning. And there we are with that. And Neon right here is in the basement still. We had been looking at this for a while, and then it dipped down on its earnings. So we'll watch it and see if it's actually ready. And that's at Neon Neo Node. And it's just kind of hanging out still, doing the same thing it was doing. And that ASST was dipping down, and that's dipping down hard as well right there. What about Open Door? That's dipping down to the 50. That's down pretty good this morning as well. And let's see, what is Cracker Barrel up to? It's just a little bit flat right there. That's Sterling right here, dipping down even harder. And our IWM, I did say Soxus is probably up this morning. Yeah, it is up a little bit. And your UVXY is going to be up as well right there. And REGN. Look at this bad boy. That is trying to hang out. It did spike up yesterday. And this RUBI right there is in the basement trying to curl up, as a matter of fact. And let's see what our Celsius is doing right here. That's down this morning. So everything's down. But I bet our IONZ is up there today. And there you go. It's another one that's cruising right along. And IMRX right there. Progressive G. Let's see what that's doing. That still looks good. I mean, they're trying to cure prostate cancer. I can't imagine that thing not looking good right now. And yeah, it's in a pretty good setup. Just a little pullback with the market conditions at the moment, but not looking bad. TONX right here. What happened to it? There it is. And that had a major pullback. I mean, it ran up to like 420 yesterday. 422 is its top. And it does look pretty good still, I would say. TONX not looking bad. Sinestech is kind of just hanging out there this morning. So we'll see what that's doing right there. Progressive G. What's Nectar up to? I'm not even sure. NKTR. And that is pulling back at the moment. Let me see over here. NKTR. And that could try to get turned around. As what is that one? I always forget what they are. Nectar, or I was thinking of the mineral one, or the whatever the other one is. I can't even think today. It's Friday, guys, and I can't even think. Not that I can think ever, but my brain is just not working right. But anyway, there you go. There's Nectar right there, just kind of pulling back. And let's see what else is going on right here. BCG, let me see. That's at Bin Capital. We did see that last night, and it was running up there in the after hours, and it ran up a little bit more this morning. CDTX, that jumped up pretty big right there in XPON, and that one was spiking up. We looked at that one. And MLSS right here is that milestone, and we were checking that up. Checking that out, I mean, and your Disney puts were up over 100% yesterday. There you go. And them Q puts are up a lot and everything else. So yeah, just put the market down, guys, or play IONZ. And that is up over 10% right there. And the options are paying out pretty good. So there you go. That's what your market looks like. And crypto is red as well. And Bitcoin's back to 95,000 right there. So that is what it looks like. Nvidia red. That's what your market looks like. Walmart looks like it could be a little bit green right here. And let's see what that's up to. It's not really doing anything, to be honest with you. It looks like it's trying to. They have earnings coming up November 20th, so next week on the next Thursday, less than a week away, obviously. But there you go. That is Walmart, and it doesn't even look that great right there. Let's see what LYB is up to right here. And there you are, LYB hitting some resistance. And let's see what it looks like over here. LYB, Lyondell Basel Industries or something like that. And that doesn't look too bad there. Luis Rodriguez trying to trying to get through that resistance. I'd have to look at it as it's opened up there this morning. And our poly market, you know that these things are hitting again. I think that's going to roll up and this is going to roll down. That's what they look like to me from the entire time. So we'll see what happens with that, if that was what goes on with them. But it does look like that's trying to crawl right there. And this is, so I do think that they try to bounce off each other and we still get the 0.25 decrease. So that is what it looks like to me at the moment. And let's see what else is going on over here in a nice red market. Look at that. Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, Google, Meta, Apple, Ag 7 all down. Markets down. Qs are way down. SPY's down. Everything's down. And there you go. Look at that thing. 600 right there under the 50. And now what's going to stop it? I mean, the 200's way down here, but that's a 541, guys. And again, that could be almost like your April like April pullback, just not as far obviously, but there it was right there. Look at that. That's where it was right before it pulled back in March, and then it pulled all the way back down, all the way down to there. So we are getting, if we got down to the 200 day right there, you'd be right about where March was, but we are still up here at the 50 day, so we'll see. And that's your Qs, and obviously underneath of the 50 day now, but we're up at this area, not all the way down here. But if it were to come down, oh, and your 200, it's like right there. Yeah, it's like right where it was. That's pretty wild right there, guys. So let's see what happens. It is a red C right there, Joe Gene, and Bitcoin 95K, and that is falling. So doesn't look like the market's real healthy right here. I can see my stock cube is nice and red. I opened up the basement door and it was super, super red. I was like, whoa, that one's red, huh? So that's what the market looks like, and we'll be shorting this puppy down, that's for sure. And we'll be watching the Qs and things of that nature to make puts and put them down some more there. So if you kept your puts overnight, they're obviously up pretty big. And that's what the market looks like, everybody. So Joe Gene and Luis Rodriguez and Progressive G and Larry, of course, I always forget who that is on the Law Rental account. And who else was hanging out? Of course, Sam and Robin's driving to work, and Asian Joe Lee and Doge Mama 9 and everybody else. Thank you very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. You guys know that. And make sure that you put the market down today, so you guys know we'll be on in the Discord and we'll be watching this thing and seeing what's going on. Let's see what our news were. Stock futures drop as tech shares get hit hard again, and buy the rumor, sell the news. And these are the levels that the stocks must not violate, says Funtrust, whoever that is. A recession is brewing at the bottom of the K-shaped economy. And S&P 500 futures, global stocks, and Bitcoin fall right there. So there you go, everybody. And that is what the market looks like, I must say. And it is going red. Markets are waiting for the October jobs report next week. And the one the White House said would not be released. And yeah, Nike was down a little bit right there. Let's see what it's up to. And it is pulling back on the 50 as well. So yeah, nothing really looking too hot this morning. And that is what the market looks like, guys. So you guys enjoy the day. Obviously, be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits. Check out the Discord if you're in it. We'll be on. You guys know that we'll be putting the market down, having a good old time in there. And that is what it looks like right now, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message on X, and be sure to follow along. And no problem, Progressive G. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And like I was saying, follow along on YouTube, X, Instagram, and make sure you hit the like button and all that good stuff. So that is what we have this morning on a Friday morning. It is nice and red right there, but you know we'll navigate the market quite well, and we will do perfectly fine putting it down and having a good time with that, because you make money on the way up and the way down. So we'll put it all the way down, then we'll ride it right back up again, and that's perfectly fine. So I don't mind, guys, and all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence, and thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you trade smart and lock in those profits on a Friday. Goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.